What is up, everybody? Timberverse here today, and we have to talk about this article from Dualshockers. Their opinion piece about this new upcoming Spider-Man 2 has had the Sony fanboys in a tizzy. They are big mad about this guy's opinion. And his opinion is pretty much that the next big release looks like the same old for Spider-Man. And it kind of does, if we're being honest. Like, it's pretty much like the same as the Spider-Man 2018 and Miles Morales game that came, where the Miles Morales spin-off game that came out. I mean, there's not too much difference in this new one. Sure, you fight against Craven, the Hunter, you fight against Venom as well, but it's not going to be like a big leaps and bounds with this new entry, so... I'm still looking forward to it, but I kind of agree with this person who made this article. Like, it's not like it's not gonna revolutionize the video game genre at this point. But people are mad about this. But let's see some of what he wrote in this article. Once again, this is on Dualshockers. If you want to check it out for yourself. This person says, and yet following the beaten path seems exactly what Insomniac Games is doing with this upcoming Spider-Man 2 game. Instead of taking a risk, the game appears somewhat generic on the surface, lacks originality and imagination at every turn. It's like the studio is playing safe, sticking too close to the established canon we've seen in other Spider-Man films and games for ages. Pretty much the same old, same old. It's kind of the same way I felt with God of War Ragnarok. Like, sure, they changed some stuff, adding Thor into the mix and Odin, but it was pretty much the same thing as the last game. It didn't feel that much different. So, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because you kind of just do want a continuation of the story, but it's not really changing anything, so to say. So especially since like the last game was on PS4 and this is on PS5, is there gonna be a big gap and big difference in visuals or gameplay wise that make you feel like you're on another platform? I don't think it does really. So this person says, I'm not saying this Marvel Spider-Man 2 looks bad or will be a bad game. We can't judge it fully until it's released and get to play it. However, based on what Insomniac has shown us, so far I'm not feeling very enthusiastic. The game appears to rely heavily on tired Spider-Man tropes from the past decade, with only minor changes to characters, villains, and their relationships. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with this take. I don't think this is too far-fetched. I kind of agree. Like, it's not too much of a difference here, to be honest. But hopefully the game shows otherwise. But so let's look at some of the comments. What are people feeling about this right now? What the F, LOL, I didn't know you already played Spider-Man 2. I mean, he clearly said he didn't play it. So, I mean, this is like a butthurt sorry comment right here. Isn't that how most sequels are? I mean, I don't know. People don't say most sequels are like that, but when I played Batman Arkham Asylum to Arkham City, I felt a big difference. And even Arkham Knight, like, that's a big difference. I didn't like Arkham Knight that much. There was a big difference in that still, though, from the previous games. But I'm not really seeing a big difference in the Spider-Man games they released. It's like, this looks the same as the original 2018 Spider-Man, and Miles Morales, that spin-off game, looks the same, just with different villains and different supporting characters now, so... It is effing Spider-Man. What do you expect? Peter Parker with AK-47s stopping big wheels. Okay. I mean, is it asking too much for there to be a major change in this new game? I don't think that's asking too much from a sequel, especially that was on a last-gen platform. Also, as a sequel to a game people already love that expands instead of completely replaces, how is this a bad thing again? And this person says, it's just clickbait, just ignore. Is it really clickbait? If he's being honest, there's not too much difference. I don't think it's clickbait. Was hoping it'll be in San Francisco this time and Spider-Man has to swing across the crap in the streets. Okay, what is this dude talking about? I don't know. He's talking about right there. But I guess the point he's trying to say is like the scenery is not going. He's trying to be sarcastic and should the scenery change, which I think I mean, I don't see why why it wouldn't hurt if the scenery does change from New York City. Like, just because Spider-Man's based in New York doesn't mean he can't go to other different places. I mean, there's been other Spider-Man games where he traveled to different locations, so I don't see why he's be stuck in New York. So he plays the Rock gift, tell him to shut up. Okay. Oh, man. PlayStation lacks originality. You mean it? Yeah, it kind of seems like it, to be honest. Like, you mean they can't change it up a little bit, but say, oh, big whoop de doo, you got the symbiote suit. I mean, that's been done previously in different Spider-Man games before in the past. So I mean, I don't know. I was very much with you with most of it. I like to take more of a Spider-Verse movie style path. Yeah, that'd be cool. They did a Spider-Verse style movie with the Spider-Verse art style, the graphics of that movie into a video game. That'd be pretty cool as well too. So, but nope, it's the same mode as the 2018 game. More of the same is good for me. I mean, some people might be fine with that, but it's like, you can't be serious like this is game of the year contender if it's more of the same. Like, really? Can we really say this is a game of the year contender if it's more of the same as we played last time? I don't know. Same boring game being served up 3 times in 5 years. Copy and paste. Kind of seems that way. I don't know. As well as like with the Batman Arkham series, I felt the difference. With the Spider-Man series, I'm not really feeling that much of a difference, to be honest. It's like, it's cool with Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man, but it's not really too much of a difference in these Spider-Man Insomniac games. Best article in weeks, if not months. Let's see the quote tweets. Nah, this has to be a troll post or something, because there's no way in hell this article is real. Somebody with a Spider-Man profile pic. It's definitely not biased at all. Okay. I just can't. Same goes for Push Square and IGN. Gaming media just stinks. Never seen them call out annual Call of Duty, Halo, Gears, Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Well, Forza makes annual releases, but then again, it's a Forza, the regular game, and it's Forza Horizon, so they don't make annual Halo, Gears, and Forza. You just have to include Xbox to this nonsense because he's butthurt to talk about a PlayStation exclusive, so he has to include Xbox in it some way or another. But it made more sense if you just said Call of Duty. That would have made more validity to the statement. But either way, this is why they're all more of the same. What the do you want Spider-Man to do? Pull out a gun? Just don't get it. Such a great looking sequel. I mean, I don't know. Spider-Man has a lot of different aspects you can explore other than him just the same thing we did from 2018. So it's just fascinating the excuses they make to say why it can't be much different from the 2018 version. Like, they literally just don't play the 2018 version over again with a different reskin on it. So, or with shinier paint. I pretty much agree there. It will possibly be the best Spider-Man game nevertheless, but how many times can we be amazed of seeing Venom for the first time? Yeah. It's like, it's really shocking that we see Venom in this game when Venom has been a thing for the longest. So, but when I said I'm constantly worrying, glad to see I'm not alone. Spider mid. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's mediocre, but it is the same old that we played before. Like, it's not too much of a difference other than the villains changing. So I guess they have to generate clicks somehow and compete against all articles. Game ain't even out yet. I hate how these low effort clickbait articles, the game media is trash. They keep saying it's clickbait, but I don't see the clickbait. Like, it's kind of accurate. Like, it's the same thing we played before. I could understand if they made a reason why they say it's clickbait, but it's the same thing. Oh dear, even a pro PlayStation website is calling out the BS now. I guess even the gaming media is getting tired. They usually praise Sony, but I guess they're getting tired of the same hope with Insomniac in the Spider-Man game. This article is a effing shame. Once again, somebody with a Spider-Man thing in their profile, so they're definitely biased, but okay. Totally agrees they're hyped to play Spidey 2. Didn't even like Miles and gave it a 6 out of 10. Ninjas just want Spider-Man to move to Ohio and change his gender identity. What? That made no sense. Then this guy got so pissed off and said, "Why don't you people at Dualshockers go suck my D?" Jeez. How soft you gotta be to type this out? Like, really? Woo, what a bad take if I've ever seen one. once again, they don't prove how it's a bad take. Like, if we're being realistic here, like, if you read this article again, like, what is really being said that's bad about this article? It's pretty much, if we're being honest, the fanboy goggles off. It's mostly the same thing as the 2018 game, and the same thing as the spin-off Miles Morales game. It's the same thing, just different villains. We see Venom introduced. Big whoop-de-freaking do. Venom has been a thing since the longest in Spiderman. 2 or 3 decades at this point, Venom has been a thing. So, I kind of agree with this article. But Sony fanboys are butthurt about it, which if they take the goggles off, the fanboy goggles, you will see it's kind of the same thing that we played for 2018. This person states, as an Arkham fan, I can't get behind this. I literally like 4 similar iterations of the same game. This article is a bit strange to me. No, each Arkham game is different. Well, the mainline ones are different, so I can't even say that with the Arkham games. Like Arkham Asylum, using a closed-off enclosure in one building. A city, you have the whole city to explore. At night, you're focusing on the Batmobile most of the time. So, I don't see how this guy could be an Arkham fan and say that about those games. So, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. How long is this video? 11 minutes. Yeah, it's too long. I'm going to conclude it right here. I'll let you decide for yourselves in the comment section down below. Do you agree with this article saying this pretty much is the same old thing as the previous Spider-Man games we had? 2 other Spider-Man games within the past 5 years. Three total with this new one. Do you agree it says the same old for this game? Or do you think he's wrong, clickbaiting, as the Sony fanboys like to say in the comment section? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.